Hey guys, what's up? WrestleRyan521 here to bring back another LEGO custom painted minifigure showcase. And in this one we have one of my personal favorite figures I've ever done. This is Deadpool. Now I previously mentioned that I was going to be painting this figure. And I know you're probably thinking this is weird. I don't normally do superhero minifigures, but guys, I love Deadpool. I can't even begin to explain how awesome that movie was. It was everything I wanted it to be. It's my favorite movie of 2016 so far. I'm not sure if is Rogue One gonna dethrone it by the end of the year. I'm not sure, but for now, Deadpool is my favorite of the year, and I'm just so happy this worked out. Ryan Reynolds is perfect in the role, and absolutely love it. And my figure is a little sloppy in certain areas. You know, you gotta think like Michael MGF. I'm not like that level. I don't do that quality of figures. You know, he's like extremely good. I've only been doing minifigure painting for about a year and a half though, so you gotta bear with me here. It's not the most neat figure in the world, but superhero figures are really tough to do as compared to my usual Walking Dead figures, because there's a lot of detail that you gotta go through, and you know, they have so many different little things you gotta paint on, you know, in terms of superheroes and whatnot. So let's get started. Hope you guys like it, so sit back and enjoy. So starting off with Deadpool, with the head, I actually took a black minifigure head and I painted the red all around. I had to go through several coats of red paint, because for some reason my red paints are very watery and it didn't really look that good. I had to put several coats on it for it to just kind of show up like it is now. I have to have at least gone over every area like 4 or 5 times. Oh, excuse the voice crack. 4 or 5 times just to make it look like that. So I think it's turned out pretty good though. As you can see, we have the black lines painted on, you know, that connect the eye, you know, kind of like just the lines that are attached to the eyes. And then the eyes, I drew some gray lines around to show like expression, and then I painted the white like little ovals around them, and I think they both look pretty cool. They kind of, you know, look kind of funny, kind of squinty, like Deadpool usually looks. And then if we just go to the back, you can see the red is painted all the way around. There's a sword, we'll get to that in a minute. And then we just kind of have like the back part of the hood, the part that's kind of hanging off, which is just what that black is painted on the back of the head right there, so that's pretty cool. On the torso, as you can see, lots of detail. We've got some of the bullet holes painted on the top. We have the, just like the little outline, little, kind of like the lines of the suit and whatnot painted around. There's, you know, where the suit pieces connect. We have the black painted on each side with like little metal parts on that kind of connect, like the triangular shape made in the middle. We have the strap kind of going down, you know, those like little sword holster strap, excuse me. Didn't paint the sides, by the way. Hope that doesn't bother anybody. The sides were just kind of, his arms are going to be moving back and forth anyway. It's probably going to brush off the paint. I didn't really figure the sides were worth worrying about. As you can see on his gloves, he's just got some metallic silver painted, just right on the kind of in the little area between the hand and the arm, a little connector piece. On his arms, we have his little arm pads, his black arm pads, as well as like a little black strap painted on, so that's nice. And then with his legs, as you can see, we have, I keep saying that we have this is red painted right here. But on the legs, we have the continuation of the black, you know, on the sides right here. We just have the continuation of that, as well as the other straps painted on, and the knee pads, and then the little metallic dots painted on his feet, as well as the black shoes. And then on the side, the little straps that you see on the side are continued onto the side of his legs. If I move his arm up, move both arms up, as you can see, we have his little gun holster painted on right there. And there's a piece of, looks like there's some hair attached to this figure. That's kind of embarrassing. Don't know if I got it or not. Oops, looks like I did. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the gun holster painted on, and then on the other side as well, and then just like a little brown like pouch or whatever, just painted on down there, onto the lower one. And then as you can see, once again, the knee pads, and then his feet, just kind of like the bottom part of the shoes, the sole area, painted on the very bottom of his foot, and it does continue onto the inside. It's kind of hard to tell, but it does. I did paint the black on the inside of the shoe as well. His little sword holster area, which is of course taken from the Prince of Persia sets. I actually painted the base of it black, you know, because he has like a little black kind of divider between his mask and his suit. If you ever notice in the movie, it's like a little kind of black ring that kind of goes around his mask. But you can see I painted that black so it would kind of resemble that part of the suit. And then the sword holster I just left brown for the most part. And then of course the swords are in it and they can come out. You guys know how these work. But overall I think this figure looks really cool. It took me hours upon hours. I spent many a Friday night just devoted to painting this. You know, the kind of like the second half of my Friday, because Friday nights are usually movies and dinner. You know, like that makes it sound like I go on like dates and stuff on Friday. No, I meant like, you know, I usually come home, my dad and I watch a movie while we eat dinner, and then I usually go in my room and just paint for the rest of the night. So many Friday nights I've spent just working on this figure, and while he may not be the cleanest, I'm definitely happy with him due to the amount of detail I put into him. I also forgot to mention the belt. As you can see, I have painted on with like the little Deadpool symbol with the little belt buckles, and then the little pouches right there, the brown pouches. Thought about sculpting those with green stuff, but I decided just to leave them as is, just paint them on. And then there's just like little metallic buttons painted onto the pockets as well. So I also didn't rub off the printing on the back because I figured the sword holster is covering it. It's barely noticeable anyway. You can kind of see it a little bit, but for the most part it's barely visible. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how this figure turned out. Let me know what you guys think of him down in the comments. And yeah, more minifigure showcases to come. In terms of superhero ones, I also have a Civil War version of Spider-Man minifigure I'm working on, who is almost completed, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.